Getting outside in the snow can be daunting if you don't have the proper gear.
First thing is definitely going to be layers. Depending on the conditions, we are in the Pacific Northwest, conditions swing wildly. So having a good wool base layer is always a good idea, but then having some mid layers and then some good outer shell layers as well.
Making sure you're dressed for the occasion is an important first step.
With cross-country skiing specifically, you're going to be sweating a good bit.
Sure.
So having a breathable outer layer is a really good idea.
When you come to a place like Pine Mountain Sports, they can get you fitted for the proper boot, binding, and ski.
There are a number of different types of boots, and the boots correspond with different types of bindings. So you have to have boots and bindings that work together, and then of course the binding goes with the ski.
The cross-country ski boot and binding are different than downhill skiing in that your toe clips into the front with a free heel in the back, meaning you aren't touching the ski.
The first thing to know when you walk in and you're thinking about sizing is your dry weight, so what you would step out of the shower and onto the scale, but then also how much you weigh when you're fully bundled up and ready to go out in the snow.
Your ski depends on what type of snow or trail you want to get out on. There's classic skiing in the track, backcountry skiing off trail, skate skiing on trail, and then there's a few different types of grips and wax styles you can choose from. So boots are on, so then my next move, I'm standing here, parallel feet, then what do I do?
One foot in front of the other,
Love
and
it.
now you're going to put your weight on your right foot and put your toe down, heel up, yep, and glide forward. And then your heel just naturally comes down to the ski, and then you just keep repeating that motion.
Okay, so heel up in the back, down in the front.
Yep. For someone who's completely green, has never been cross-country skiing before, 9 times out of 10, they're either going to Virginia Meisner or they're going to the Bachelor Nordic Center, which is all groomed terrain. And generally speaking, we'll outfit them with a ski that will fit inside the track. All of the skis that we have here at Pine at this point in time have metal edges. So yeah, you can see now the track is just starting here.
Right.
And your skis are actually narrow enough that you can fit into that track very easily.
If you're new to the sport, they'll make sure the gear fits your body properly.
Once we have the boot fit out of the way, then we'll start asking, where are you going, how much time are you spending in the track, and how much do you weigh? So we'll get that fully equipped weight, and then we'll find the right size ski for that person for that weight.
Cross-country skiing and downhill skiing are two very different sports.
You'll look at a cross-country ski and it'll be convex versus concave, and you have to be heavy enough, that's called the camber. So you have to be heavy enough to flex and activate that camber, flatten it out, so that the grippy underside of the ski is actually making contact with the snow.
The motion when cross-country skiing is fairly simple to learn.
It really is just to put one foot in front of the other. That's it. And you'll feel that pivot point of the ski underneath your toe as you're bringing it forward. And as soon as your heel plants, you'll get your foot far enough in front of you that your heel has no choice but to go down. So once your heel plants, then you take the next foot and you slide it in front of the other.
Going down a hill, on the other hand, can be tricky.
Turning and stopping looks very different on cross-country skis than it does on downhill skis.
You can rent equipment and try cross-country skiing for yourself at Pine Mountain Sports or at one of the many outfitters in Central Oregon.
It's a really nice way to go and spend some time in the woods in the winter.
For another edition of Get Outside, I'm Emily Kirk.